I'll just to say I was devastated was an understatement.
How did you guys meet? When did you meet?
It was one of Fats's birthdays. This is before, long before Katrina, a few years before Katrina. It was his birthday, and I had tried, like so many other reporters had tried, to get an interview with Fats, and Fats was always kind of camera shy. So I called up his daughter, Adonica, and I asked, I said, you know, it's Fats's birthday, it's a big one. Do you think he'll let me come over and interview him? And she said, well, I'll go ask him. And she asked him, and she came back to the phone and said, yeah, he said he'll do it. And I said, well, Adonica, he said it before. I said, would you go ask him again just to make sure? And she goes and asks him again. She comes back and says, yeah, come on after the Dune show, and we'll sit down and interview. And I got there, and I didn't realize Fats was a fan of the morning show. And for some reason, we just hit it off. The interview was a lot of fun. We talked for the longest time. He played some music for me. And then about a week after that, I had admired a picture he had in his living room. And about a week after that, they sent it over with a personal note from Fats to me.
Fats is the person you first met him.
Just such a warm, down-to-earth guy. And the funny thing is, we'd go to concerts and stuff, and the people just love Fats. Fats was the most lovable guy, and it wasn't just fans. I mean, musicians all around the world just admired Fats. He was so cool. And I think one of the biggest honors I had, aside from him calling up and wanting to go get drinks and, you know, reach out for friendship, he and his collaborator over so many years, Dave Bartholomew, had not spoken in years. There was a tension between them, and they were getting ready to go to be honored by the Grammys. And I called Adonica and asked if Fats would be willing to get together to do something for a reunion. And she said, yeah, he would. And then I called Dave's family, and they were a bit reluctant, but then said, yeah, let's do it. And when we got to the house, we brought Dave over to Fats's house. It was like they had never been apart, and it was the neatest thing to witness that, and the magic between them was still alive. And it was so cool to bring those two families back together again. And that's just one of the coolest things I think I've ever done. Fats' style of playing piano and that wonderful voice he had. When he sat down with the song, whether he and Dave wrote it or somebody else wrote it, once Fats got on that keyboard, that became a Fats Domino song. And you know, you're talking about he sang for me, you know, at his house and stuff. On my birthday, which was just a few months ago, Fats called me on the phone and sang happy birthday to me. And that was pretty cool.